In this last segment, we're going to talk with Greg on his life outside of MKT and the long-term goals for the company.
I like working on airplanes, and I like restoring cars. And, my number one thing that I like doing, I really used to do that stuff a lot in the past. I don't do it as much anymore. I like working on the airplane, sitting in the back when my dad comes in to get some time with my dad. So really, look, guys like doing all sorts of hobbies, and I'm cool with all that. No judgment on them. I did all of that when I was younger. I kind of put away a lot of the self-aggrandizing adventure of my life. The thing I love the most, I love hanging out with my kids when I'm not here. You came back to my home, flopped in the pool with me. We hung out, and you could see I like to relax because this is reasonably intense. It's nonstop. It's all day long. And, we've got a guest here, so everyone knows to cut me a little bit of a wide berth and leave me alone. Normally, I'm taking care of problems. And you can see I'm in the middle of the machining all day long, like approving, looking at, making suggestions. Engineering and machining came up with a tool, and I walked out and I looked at the tool and I said, guys, I don't want to step on your toes, but next month when we run this again and someone's tired, the way you've set this up is setting them up for scrapping a lot of parts. We need to move this 90 degrees so that it's easier to load it. And they kind of looked at me and everyone went, yep, you're right about it. I'm still doing, I'm still nurturing and steering and pushing and growing. And so what I like to do when I'm not here, I like to hang out with my kids and my wife. I don't like to do anything else. I like to cook. I like to have friends over. I like to break bread. I like to talk politics. I like to do that kind of thing. Well, listen, I'm not going to hold out. I'll be really honest with you. I'll tell you exactly what I'm up to. I am very purposely crafting the leadership team to take over for me when my time ends. And I've been doing this really intensely for, about 8 years. And 8 years doesn't seem like much to everybody, but, it's good for us to shift gears and go on to new things. So I'm not trying to get out of the knife business. I'm trying to get out of the daily intensity that I'm in right now because it's crazy. So a lot of times, to get a company to the 30-person size where we're at right now, that's one skill set. And to go from here to the 60-person size is a whole other skill set. So I'm enjoying this process, bringing us along. But at this point, what I'm really looking to do is I'm trying to build a company that's going to be here in 100 years. And that requires building a team, building it to the size you can build the team to run it. And I look forward to the day when I don't draw a knife, I don't make a suggestion about tooling, and all I do is think about the market space. And to be in that really nebulous creative leadership space requires a long leash. You can't be tethered to the day-to-day minutia because you have to tend to it. But after you've been doing it for some years, you don't grow as a human and your creativity goes fallow. So for me, I think, and look, I don't have any grand experience doing this. I'm not a company builder flipper who's done this a million times. But I have a couple of other companies I really want to get cranking. I think I can bring some really cool things to the world and employ a bunch of people doing it much, much bigger than this knife company. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to build a legacy of leadership to take over the company from me when I've kind of had my fill. And I'm not going to trap my kids into this. I'm not some immigrant who's trying to build a company to give to my kids. I don't want to pick their future. I don't believe in dynastic employment. Go cut your own wheat. Figure out your path in life. Kids are happier that way. And then if one of them decides to come work for the company and they end up doing really well and excel through the company, and because of their last name, they end up in a leadership role at some point down the road, that'll be of their own thing. They won't be in daddy's shadow, and I won't have that tension with them. They do their own thing. But quite frankly, I'm trying to build a company that will live on into the future and not have the problems that many American cutlery companies have had, where I think they become risk averse. I think they become trapped by their tooling. They become trapped by their past. And if we do that as a human being, we die. So we have to move forward. We have to be unencumbered by our past. Our past is a reference place. It shouldn't be an anchor. And our past is the place from which we jump into the future. So I'm trying to make a place that's got that dynamics, esprit de corps, and has got the people that are dynamic to shift gears. And I absolutely look forward to the time. If some guys can't let go of the helm, I'm the other end of the spectrum. I'm looking for people to take the helm and grow and move forward. I'm not looking for little upstarts who want to learn from me and go off and spin off their own thing. I've had enough of those guys do that. I'm looking for guys who want to be part of this greater thing and leave a legacy. And the legacy is not my kid running the company. The legacy is a company that moves into the future making really cool stuff, not trapped by Greg's old designs. And I don't want that at all. Because there's already plenty of companies trapped by their old designs. I don't want to be that at all. I want a company of positive, entrepreneurial, badass Americans who are unrelentingly looking to make cool stuff. And to hell what anybody thinks. Make really cool stuff. And so that's the way I started this. My thing is like, I didn't pick a wife based on what I thought other people would expect of me or would like. I picked a wife to resonate with my soul. I didn't draw the Praetorian to amuse anybody else. I drew the Praetorian from me, and I wanted to blow people away with it. Who didn't want the coolest toy when they were a kid? I guess I always wanted a cool toy, but it wasn't to impress everybody else. I wanted something cool. Like if everybody had a big wheel, I'm like, I want something different. Everyone's got a big wheel. So I guess that's my goal with the company long term. To have a bunch of people who want to make really cool stuff. And they don't go, how much money can we make with this? What they do is say, let's make really cool stuff and we'll show it to the world and they're going to buy it because it's awesome. So that's my zeitgeist of my design, is like, I just want to make cool. I want to make something really cool people haven't seen before and make it so well that people just go, Jesus, man, how did he do that? That's that's cool for me. People say, are you proud of your company? No, I'm embarrassed. Are you proud of yourself? Fuck no, I'm embarrassed as shit. I fucking one of the coolest gigs going. I'm embarrassed how cool it is. I'm embarrassed other people have to do mundane stuff. I'm embarrassed about it. I'm not proud at all. I'm almost ashamed. I'm proud of the people that I see grow and buy houses and buy new cars because of my crazy little ideas. I'm proud of them. Me, I'm just like, no man, I don't want anybody to find out maybe I'm a fraud. Just keep my head down and just keep drawing pictures and making stuff. I don't I've been kicked in the groin enough times by being an entrepreneur, by the reality of cutting my own way through the world, that I feel like, okay, I'm kind of cutting a fat hog in the ass. Shut up, put your head down, work your ass off. I'm not going on vacation. No, you don't see me slacking off. I'm I'm here early and I'm here late. And keep hustle. And I want my kids to see that too.